Okay, I'll start it off. Do you have your notes next to you?
Isn't that interesting? I could tell you about that.
Okay.
I'm aware of that. We could talk about that. That will be interesting. Being born and raised there, and then all of a sudden being surrounded by fake type right there. Is somebody as soon as somebody shows they're a jerk, they're out of my life, and that's why I stay calm. I don't go, oh, let me give them another chance. Well, maybe no, they're
Yeah,
out.
I don't like.
And I
Yeah,
people that radiate love, where I feel like, oh, there's something, a nice exchange, it feels good, I go there. Well, I get you. I know humor, comedy is subjective. I get you, Jane. You are funny to me.
it's easy to make people laugh. It's harder to make a movie. I get a lot of ideas by observing how people behave. And lately, I don't know if I'm gonna be sleeping this whole week. I've been writing. What's your main focus right now?
So right now, yes, I'm going back more in. Well, it's a combination. The edutainer, like I was saying. So the mentoring, my soul satisfaction course, life skills. I've been doing mentoring and life skills teaching for decades because people have come to me. They've sensed, like you sense the calm side of me, and so I always had people coming to me and they wanted to be like me in these certain ways. And so I started developing courses. One I called it MOP. I was trying to come up with some clever name, Moving on Purpose. And but now, oh, and I taught yoga teacher mentoring when teachers were getting certified. There were a bunch of yoga teachers that didn't know how to do business, and they were coming to me. So I developed a program to mentor them during that phase. And now I've culminated with this soul satisfaction course, which it's a mentoring program, life skills. And my motto is reinvent yourself at any age on the stage of life. So, which is what I've done. I continually reinvent myself, and it ties in my experience with the stage and having fun. I've got the comedy background, so you dig in deep. I get people digging in deep, and I've been teaching this. Yeah,
It's never too late to try something. You know, a lot of people.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah, I agree. And so I'm so happy for you. That makes me so happy to hear you say that about yourself, Jane.
What keeps you going? Being so positive.
Yeah, I think it is just that being fluid with reinventing myself. If I thought, okay, this is who I am, and I just stuck with one role in life, I would be really bored. So I've got a couple of things. Let me think about that a moment before. But I also want to add that the other thing I'm doing is, the film. There was a film just got screened that I was performed in November last year. And it got delayed, the screening, because of COVID. And I just got to see the screening, the director, she's this week. So me and the cast and the crew went to see that, and the next thing she's going to do, she's going to submit it to the festivals, including Cannes Film Festival. I am very discerning about who and what I let into my personal world. That's one. I do my own practices to stay calm, and so I know how to connect with that. In fact, I'm going to ring my bells with you in a moment, and we'll do a little breathing so you can experience some calm. So I do these practices to calm myself. Jane,
Hmm.
as you noticed, not everybody else out there is trying to calm themselves. And so when you go out and you're calm and all these people are not, these things are acting out in your mind. And so I would like to take a breath with you right now. And
Okay.
it's with these Tibetan bells. I've been carrying around Tibetan bells for decades. And I remember one time I was in a musical. It was my favorite, with the best director ever. I'll say his name, John DeFusco. And he wrote some award-winning, right? So I make a point of the people that are
You
not.
know, you know why? Now you said that, I can't stop thinking about what I told one of my actors. I said 7 women blew up this year. I said a few of them have the same names too. I'm not gonna say their name, and I didn't want to get negative. My mom always taught me if someone's negative in the morning, the rest of the day will be all negative and bad luck. You know what I mean? So don't be negative, throughout the day, or don't argue.
Oh, Jane, you know what? That is some really cool wisdom from your mom. My mornings are precious. And that's a key right there. It's like how this tone, setting the tone in the morning. And that's something that I decided to do in my early 20s.
So meditating helps acting, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. It's, becoming aware of these characters when you slow down and say, oh gosh, look at how I'm acting and how I'm thinking. And you identify artists. You're focused on creating and the fulfillment of creating. You don't have time to bother other people. I remembered some money I made in showbiz. When speaking of Buns, when Paramount Studios hired me to do that Buns is Still Yoga video, of course they gave me a huge cash advance, and then I got a little percentage for each unit sold. So that was one time I made some money.
Were you in a contract for that?
Pardon me?
Were you in a contract to do that?
Yeah, it was a contract. Yeah, they get the studios. Oh yeah, they gave me a contract to sign right there. If somebody, as soon as somebody shows they're a jerk, they're out of my life, and that's why I stay calm. I don't go, oh, let me give them another chance. Well, maybe no.
Yeah.
They're out.
I don't like.
Yeah. People that radiate love, where I feel like, oh, there's a nice exchange. It feels good. I go there.
So, and then you know what? Oh, another friend of mine, she was on my podcast. It's another girl that lives all the way in Cape Town. She goes by the Art Jane. She said to me, sounds like a bunch of kids. I said, I know. I'd just like to thank you for being a part of One-on-One with Jane. Thank you for sharing your experiences, and thanks for your time.
Again, yeah, thank you for inviting me. It's been such a pleasure getting to know you and your beautiful creative spirit, and I hope to collaborate with you again in the future, Jane.